the Merle-color in the American Pitbull Terrier, it never exists among the greats. It never exists among the dogs that count. It never exists among the dogs that are supposed to be bred. The dogs that have the obligation to pass on their genetic makeup. I'm talking about the dogs that make up the breed. I'm talking about those dogs that are the pillars, the fundamentals. Your Grand Champion Mayday, your Champion Honey Bunch, your Champion Mechanic Buck Rum, your Champion Awesome Buck, your Tudor's Ace, your Tudor's Daibo, your Jeep, all these great dogs, Red Boy, amazing Red Boy, Tombstone, Bolio, Yellow, all these great dogs had never been around a Merle dog. The Merle usage into the breed, it has been a disgrace. It's something that is done by people that have no idea what they're doing, and it has nothing to do with the American Pitbull Terrier. Because the American Pitbull Terrier, it has a standard that is based on the best performing and most relevant and extraordinary dogs. That means that the Merle dog, it is not a pit bull. It is not a pit bull because in the top 10, top 20, top 50 real dogmen of all the time will never take a Merle dog even as a gift. And that is how the American Pitbull Terrier breed works. You don't work by the vote of the masses. You don't work because people give likes and checks and stuff like that. It only works because the best top dogmen work. If I take Global Champion Mechanic Buck and I said to the top 10, top 20, or the top 50 of all times, we sit down, we'll talk about the performance of the dog, the pedigree of the dog, what he has done, what he has produced, his potentials. They'll say, I take 2, I take 3, I take 5, I give me 20, I'll change my whole yard. They'll want to have dogs for that dog. That is what it is. That's how it works. Great men, the men that create the breed, are the ones that make the decision. In the other breeds, the guy that breed the dogs and the organization that register those dogs that got bred make the decisions. In the American Pitbull Terrier, thank God, they have something called the Elite Real Dogman. And that dogman, because of his tremendous pedigree on creating tremendous animals, is the one, the master, and he's the one that created the standard because he created the greatest dogs. Take a look in the case of Chico Lopez. All the great champions, all the great global grand champions, top and bottom, rom dogs and a whole litter and everything else. And then you look at the dogs, how they all look alike and how they becoming even as time is going, they're becoming more like clones of each other, you know, and that is what makes the breed. That kind of work makes the breed. That kind of journey makes the breed. When Del Brastrom in 1974 wrote the standard of the breed, the color, there were several colors within the breed, and the color Merle did not ever exist in that. And he's a man that he was connected with the dogmen of the 1920s. In other words, he was born somewhere around the 40s. And by the time he came into the dogs, the men that were active in the 20s met him, and he met them. And he obtained knowledge back from all those times going forward. So his amount of contact with elite dogs, at that time you didn't have nothing but people that were really, really active in the breed. And that man created the standard of the American Pitbull Terrier using the picture of one of the greatest dogs of that time. Okay? This man sees a picture of Siega the Great and a Grand Champion Hunch and a whole bunch of the dogs, including show dogs, to give them a chance and see how the judges were working at the time. And this was in 2014. And when he looks at all these pictures, he goes and look at the Siega the Great and says, without a doubt, this is the most beautiful, the most perfect dog I ever seen in my life. This dog right here, what's the name of these dogs? I said, Siega the Great. I said, wow, really, this is the best. And wow, this is the best. Really, this is the most perfect dog I've ever seen. I said, I bred her, it's mine. You want to know the story of it? A, B, C, D, G. Oh my God, really? So my eye is still working, he said, because I picked the dog that has everything. Has the perfect conformation, has the perfect temperament, has the perfect pedigree, and he has the perfect performance. That is the standard. So a Merle-dog does not fit into that mentality. Not a blue, not a Merle, not a bully, most show dogs don't fit in there either. And 100% backyard breeders don't fit in there. Very, very little dogs fit in that thing. And that's why the American Pitbull Terrier is a breed that is in the blink of extinction. You'll always have that dog that is the mud, the one that everybody calls a pitbull. That mud, you'll always have it. For the next 50, 60 years, you'll be around. But the greatest American Pitbull Terrier, those that hear this video in 2021 going forward for the next few years, you are looking at the very best pit bulls of all the times. You're looking at a pinnacle. You're looking at the apex. You're looking at the tip of the summit. This is the breed, the real American Pitbull Terrier at an elite level. Not real Pitbull Terrier, some swamper, some dogger, some mud from the internet saying his dog is real, he typed it and he photoshopped it. No, we're talking about a dog with merits. Himself, his parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, his nephews, his cousins, his niece, top, bottom, blah, blah. The whole thing is a cloud of grayness, genetic grayness around this dog. And he walks like champion at toss. That is greatness. That is the real elite American Pitbull Terrier. My name is Chico Lopez and I hope you enjoy this video.